Good morning, Buena, and welcome back to BTV News. I'm your responsible anchor, Christian, who doesn't break mugs.
And I'm Connor, here to bring you the news.
Say, Connor, anything new?
Well, the end of the school year is coming up. That means it's time to turn in the laptops that the schools hand out. Make sure that when you turn them in, they aren't covered in stickers and have nothing on the inside of your Chromebook case. Also, if you need if you have any chargers, those also need to be turned in at the Chromebook Center in room 1305.
Well, good thing I'm not a senior yet. I still have a lot to do on my Chromebook.
Same for me. I have so much to do because it's the end of the year.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot happening, and that reminds me, have you heard about the new plays that are happening?
No? What?
Let's take a look.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You have probably heard of the plays that occur at Buena by now. Maybe you've even seen a few, but have you ever wanted to participate in one?
Auditions are open to anybody. Anyone at Buena High School can audition to be a part of our shows. We start posting our shows a couple weeks before audition, so you can walk up to a poster, scan the QR code, and sign up.
I think participating in all of these plays are really fun. There's a really great community to work with, and it creates a lot of opportunities that you will get to see outside of the school and you can use in your future careers as an actor or a technician.
There is a bit of a difference between trying to get a role as an actor and being a part of the technical staff. Having experience in the role you want will likely increase your chances of getting that role.
You could come take a theater tech class with us and learn the basics. You can also just stick around and volunteer and come hang out with us. Sometimes we are putting out a call for all kinds of volunteers, and other times we need people who are really qualified, people who know how to sew, people who already have some skills that are developed, like design.
If you ever want to participate in a school play, this could be a good opportunity to try.
When I think about it, BTV is like a play.
What do you mean?
Well, we read a script, we have a tech crew, and we're acting live for an audience.
Well, they're not because...
Do you see where I'm coming from here?
Let's just go to the weather.
Hello, Buena. Welcome to this weekend's weather. It looks like it's cooling down a bit with a high of 57 degrees and a low of 38 degrees, along with winds at 11 miles an hour and clouds partly covering the sky.
Saturday goes up to a high of 64 degrees and a low of 40 degrees. It is also going to be windy with winds up to 11 miles per hour and partly cloudy.
Sunday's temperature stays about the same with a high of 65 degrees and a low of 40 degrees. It's going to be partly sunny with winds at 13 miles an hour.
Make sure you stay safe out there and have a good weekend, Buena.
Back to you in the studio.
Do you eat school food daily? If so, you'll be happy to know that the food has improved even if just slightly, with the cheese on the pizzas and everything else looking more appetizing than ever, along with the meat which looks way more cooked than before. So if you're really hungry, the school cafeteria has enough for everybody. It will definitely fill you up.
Say, who do you think needs lunch more than anyone else?
I don't know.
Me neither. Wait, our school athletes.
Oh yeah, and speaking of them, let's see what they're up to too. Take it away, Jasper.
Some of the upcoming games this week are baseball and softball tournaments against Pueblo on Monday, April 7th. Tuesday, boys and girls tennis against Nogales, and boys take place at Nogales. Girls stay here to compete at Buena, and JV and varsity boys volleyball are matched up against Canyon del Oro. Baseball, softball, and track play on Wednesday, and track's got 2 competitions for both boys and girls against the Tombstone and Poosh Ridge, and Pueblo against our baseball and softball teams. With even more games this week, try to get out there and support our athletes. Back to you guys.
Hey, Connor, do you ever wonder if teachers take breaks?
Well, of course they do.
I know, but it's weird to see teachers in public rather than in school.
That's true, but we can always find out what they do outside of school with Cult Cam.
Have you always wanted to be a teacher?
Yes, actually, when I was little, and you played with all your toys and stuff, I was always one that pretended that I was a teacher. And for a while there, I wanted to be an elementary school teacher. I started out in preschool, And I have literally worked my way up through just about every grade level until I got to high school. So, yeah.
What got you into teaching?
So life took a different turn. And when I was younger, I did a lot of other careers. And then finally I hit a turning point in my life where I had some major changes. And somebody very close to me actually told me I wasn't smart enough to be a teacher. And that challenged me to prove them wrong, and I'm just stubborn enough to actually do that. So at that point, I decided to go back to school, and I was 38 when I graduated, and I think the first time, and I decided to have a dual major in psychology and general education, and then I got bored with that and decided to go back and do another double major in biology and secondary education. So. Yeah.
Interesting.
If you're going to go do something, go big, right?
That's actually very true.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about the job?
Ooh, my favorite part? I love when kids come back and even though they were like challenging in class, they tell me, oh, Mrs. V, you're my favorite teacher, or I remember doing this, or that was really fun. And so just knowing that I'm able to actually do any type of help, that is a big part of teaching for me. So,
what are your hobbies?
I love to read. Reading is like really a very quiet pastime for me. Other than that, I'm always very active with my family. I have 3 kids of my own, plus 3 more stepkids and a granddaughter. So we are always active. We're always building something, always going to some sort of sporting event, somebody's activities. So really just spending time with family and whatever activities we're doing there.
Thank you.
Anyways, let's Connor, are you there? Connor!
Well, I was just bored.
Well, just because you have a phone doesn't mean you have to be on it 24/7. Cell phones in classroom cause more than just distractions. Notifications, social media, and games take students' attention away from their lessons. This isn't just about losing a few minutes. It can affect how students learn constantly. Switching focus between the lesson and the phone makes it harder to understand and remember important ideas. Well, that's everything we have for today. This is Christian.
And this was Connor. See you guys next time.